Hi, everybody. It's Diana with Stamping with Die. Welcome to this week's Dies Shorts and my YouTube channel. If you have never been here before, my name is Diana Gibbs and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And welcome to my channel. If you have been here before, welcome back. So Fridays I do a Dies Shorts. So it's usually like a quicker little project than the other videos. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. And it's a super cute stamp set. It's a brand new one that's in the mini catalog. I'm also going to be using some of the DSP. It's an awesome DSP pack that's actually a hostess pack of designer series paper. And that's in the mini catalog as well. So I'm going to use that, as well as some Peekaboo Treat Bags that are adorable for whatever you decide to put in them. You could even put a gift card in there. Just slide that in there as well. I put some Dollar Tree candies in the one that I'm going to be using today. And so yeah, so I think we are ready to start. Let's see who's here. Susie's going to miss us. Dawn and Teresa. Hi, Sherry and Deborah and Candy. And we have two Candies, and they are both from Arizona, so they're not too far from me. And so let's get started. I'm just going to cover this so that I can spin and not get you seasick, hopefully. All right, let's try to get this half straight. All right, so this is the hostess code for July. So if you are placing an order that is less than 150 before tax and shipping, this is a hostess code that I would love for you to use. If you want your own code, make sure you let me know. That way you can collect orders from your friends and earn hostess benefits. And you could earn this DSP that I'm going to be using today. So if you are interested in that, make sure you holler at me, because I do have to make the code before the first order is put in. And the code is only good for 30 days. All right, so let's get started. Hey, Lori. Hey, Wendy. All right, so let's see. What are we using today? We are going to use this stinking cute stamp set called Best Witches. And these little witches are so adorable. And I don't know who drew this. I always need to holler at Stampin' and say, who drew this? Who drew that? Because I love the artwork on it. All right, they're the perfect size to stamp and the perfect size to color. So I'm definitely having fun with them. So I'm going to use the Best Witches. And I'm also going to use the tailor-made tags die as well. Let's see. I'm going to be using the iridescent rhinestones. These are amazing, and they just twinkle and shine. And depending on how the light hits them, they could be clear, they could be purple, they could be blue, they could be yellow. They're just this really, really cool embellishment. So I'm going to use that as well. I'm also using some of the 2022-2024 in color Baker's Twine pack, and they come like this, but I just put them on a bobbin, just an old wooden bobbin. So when you see me using the Baker's Twine, I usually have it on a wooden spool, and that's the case today. But this is how they come. So you don't have to put it on the wooden bobbin. I just like to do that. All right, so these are the little Peekaboo Treat Bag. So I'm going to be decorating one of those. And this is the fun DSP that I was talking about. And it's in the mini catalog. So it's on page 86 and 87. And it's up here. So it's kind of, you might not even notice it. But if you are placing an order of 150 before tax and shipping, you earn hostess benefits. And you can pick that. So that's what I'm using to decorate our little bag. So we need that. I also am using basic white. Here's my little tag I need. So we have our basic white, and I'm going to be coloring with the blends. So I'm going to stamp my little witch with, make sure I'm using the right one. Okay, she's the one with the little broom. So I'm going to stamp her on my basic white. like so. I also want to stamp the cute little frog. This little frog is so funny, and it's kind of giving the side eye. So we've got our cute little frog. All right. And then let's stamp on our tag while we have our ink pad out. All right, so we have Best Witches. Let me make sure I got that good. All right, so Best Witches on our little tag. There we go. All right, so then I'm done with my ink pad and we can get it out of the way. All right, so we have our cute little witch and our little frog. Now, I did stamp the witch earlier, so she's really, really good and dry. It's been a little humid in Arizona lately, so I just want to make sure she's good and dry. We'll color the frog in a minute. All right, so let me get my blends out. Hi, Linda. Hi, Annie. Mary Ellen's here too. All right, so let's see. We are going to start our little witch by coloring her little cheeks with our little light flirty flamingo. So just off to the side, I'm going to color her little cheek with light flirty. That's just going to give her like a healthy little glow underneath her skin. Then I'm going to take the dark petal and I'm going to actually go over the flirty. That just softens it a little bit, but it's still underneath there. So this is the dark petal. And then I'll finish it with the light. And this just gives her a cute little rosy, bright glow in the middle of her face. So now the center of her face is lighter in color. All right, so let's get going here with her hat. Now the hat I'm going to do with the smoky. We do have a black, but the black is so potent and so dark. So I'm just going to do the smoky. So this is the light smoky slate. So my hat is going to be smoky slate, but I'm just pretending it's like a black hat. It's just not as dark black as if you use a black blend. All right, so this is light smoky. I also want to do her legs with the light smoky, so it looks like she's got black pantyhose on. All right, so that's, and then I'll do the dark smoky. So we want to put this underneath here where that brim of the hat comes over. Also here where her dress would overhang her legs. And on this edge here. So I'm just where I want this dark kind of shadow. I'm just getting that dark smoky on there. And then I'm going to take my light smoky and I'm just going to touch where those dark ends were or where that met, just to knock down some of those lines. But by doing that light first, you kind of get the cardstock all ready to accept that color. All right, so there we have our cute little witch. Now, I want to make it look like this is like a brass or gold belt buckle or whatever on her hat, but we don't have a gold, so I'm going to make it look like gold. And by doing that, I'm going to pick my light Cajun Craze, and we're going to just put some light Cajun Craze on this side here. And then I'm going to take my dark Daffodil Delight and do it on the other side. And then I'm just going to let those two mingle a little bit. And what that does is it gives you the look of gold on that buckle of the hat. I want to do the same thing on the broom so that this looks like gold straw. So I've got my light Cajun, and then up from the bottom, I'll bring in my daffodil, and it will do the same thing to the broom. Okay, then I want to make the hat belt or whatever, the hat ribbon, I want to make it be purple. So I'm going to use light freesia and light Highland heather so that there's a little bit more of a difference between the two, and it's going to let me do some shadowing with it more than if I just picked the dark freesia and the light freesia. It's going to let me have a little bit more of a difference in the two colors. So this was light freesia and then light Highland. And it's just going to, I love these two colors together. It's just going to just give that a little bit of a darker look to the hat. And I also want to do the inside of her cape the same way. So I'm just going to take my light freesia, just like I did for the hat. So color that first. And then it just gets that paper kind of ready. Now, it's okay if you do the dark first. I mean, everyone has their taste, but and sometimes I will use the dark first, but when I want to give something there so that I can kind of already start to do some blending, I usually do the light first. All right, so just like we did before, I'm taking that light Highland and I'm just putting a little bit on top of that freesia and underneath where her dress is. And then we'll take our light freesia and knock down some of that if it's too much dark. I don't want to get it all the way gone because I love that look. She's kind of cartoony, so I don't mind if if you can see the lines, but you can definitely see there's a variation of color. She is so stinking cute. I can't handle it. All right. So now we're going to do her hair. And I'm picking 600 and 400 for her hair. The higher the number, the lighter the color. So we're going to start with 600 first. So we're going to make her hair have some, that's 600 first. And then I also want to put this on the broomstick. So our broomstick's got the same as her hair. And then we'll take the 400. Hi, honeybee. All right. And put underneath the hat so it's a little bit dark. Her hair would be right there. And by her head, we just want to have it be a little bit darker. And same with on the broom. Just so that we have a little bit of two different colors on our little girl. Isn't she so stinking cute? I can't. I just want to scream. Doesn't take much to get me excited. All right. So now we go. I want to put a little mascara on her. So we're just going to take light Pool Party. And just above her eyes, we're just going to put a little bit of Pool Party. And then it looks like she's got a little bit of mascara on. And then I'm going to do her dress with the parakeet. So we're going to go light parakeet. I love this green. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. All right, so she's got light parakeet. So I made her dress be green. I love these colors together. It's Halloween, but it's not scary Halloween. It's just really, really cute. So we have light parakeet. Then I want to take a little bit of light granny apple. Not a whole lot. And I'm just going to put a little bit on those lines. So it's just a tad bit darker than the dark parakeet. So it's kind of got that there. And then I am going to take the dark parakeet as well. But it has that undertone of the granny apple. So it just has a little bit of a darkness underneath there. Okay. So there's her cute little dress. Now let's bring our frog over and color our frog. So I'm going to cut him out. So I don't have this whole big piece of paper here. So we're going to cut that frog out. All right. So we're going to color him with the parakeet as well. But we have to give him some cheeks. All right. So here is my light flirty flamingo on our cheeks of our cute little frog. All right. So we're going to color his whole body with the light parakeet. And then I'll just put a little bit of the dark here and there. He has got that side eye. Oh my gosh. All right, so dot, dot, dot. I don't know. He has an attitude. All right, he also needs some eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the Pool Party Light, or Pool Party Light, Pool Party. But I'm also going to use the dark as well. So he's got a couple different colors there. All right. So these two are ready to cut out. Oh my gosh. I love them. All right, so we're going to cut these little guys out. I am going to leave about a little white border around them. So I'm actually going above the eye because, you know, he's got those eyebrows that gives him that whole look. I could not cut those eyebrows off. So we're just cutting all the way around with a little bit of a white border. So you just want to move your paper. Right. And she's pretty easy to cut out too. Hi, Ian. Hi, Lanza. Oh, she's so fun. If you, so let's say you were doing like a costume party. This would be cute too. All right. So I'm going around and in. But oh my gosh, we need more of these little girls for other seasons because they're too cute. So I need to contact Stampin' Up and say, who drew this? There's another stamp set. Glad We're Friends. I love how it is cut out too. My class in the mail for August is going to be this one. This one by my side. And I love how these guys are drawn too. So, and they might be by the same artist because look at, don't you think that this is the same artist? They have the same little nose. It has to be. I do believe so. I need to find out because if I ever get my million in sales, when you have your million in sales, you can help design a stamp set. So I've already kind of been jotting down ideas, and I totally would want this artist to be the one to draw my set because I just love the little you know, the marks there and just the free style of it. And I love how big it is because sometimes stamp sets are too little sometimes to really get in there and do some really fun coloring. All right, so I'm just cutting this cute little witch out. So we'll go straight around her broom, but I do want to go up here and cut her legs out. All right, and And we're going to put her on this fun little bag. Okay. All right, so we have this and this and this and our best witches. But what I want to do is I do want to emphasize my words. So I want to take my light parakeet and my light freesia. And I want to just add a little bit of color. Best witches. So even though I stamped in black, I still want to add a little bit of color to it. And that's easy to do. All right, so let's bring our little bag over. And these are our fun little bags. So they're like, you know, they seal. They've got like a Ziploc thing in there. So you've got your cute little bag. I'm just trying to get that going. All right, so let's put this on the bag first. So I'm going to put this, whatchamacallit's up here, the stars up here. Oh, I hope so. I'll get my million. I'm like, is it 40,000 away? So that's still a ways. That's still a ways, but all right. All right, so we've got our cute little stars. And I want to put the stripes on the bottom. So I just cut these. This one's 4x2. This one's 4x1. And it's just a tad bit longer. Look how cute these are with the little pumpkins. So I could have put the pumpkins, but I flipped it over. All right. So it's a little bit longer. But then I just trim that side off because it's easy to trim that than try to like cut it identical. Because it's so easy just to trim that off. All right, so let's put our candies in. Now these are little candies. Flight of Fancies look similar too. All right, so these are just from the dollar store, and they are so yummy. So I picked the peach ones because I thought they looked cute with the crushed curry. So I just stuck 5 in there. And then just seal our little bag. Just give it a seal. Now, if you want the bag to stand up, like you can leave it flat, looks cute flat. And I could put a little bit more glue. All right. But if you wanted to stand up, you kind of want to separate this right here. So just kind of separate it a little bit. And then squeeze these 2 together, and it kind of forces this open, and it kind of gives it this, I can't think what this is called when it gives a space, but anyways, so then your bag will stand up. All right, so I probably should have used green tip glue, but that's all right. So next time I'll use green tip glue on my paper. All right, so now let's put our cute little witch on our bag. And I'm going to use dimensionals. All right. So we have our little dimensionals. And I want to just kind of look where she's going to be. So I know I want her little hats up there. And a little here. And then we're going to put the little frog on the side. And I'm going to tie the bag closed. Even though it's closed, I still want to put that little tag on there. All right, so we have our cute little witch. Right. Hang on a minute. There. So we have our cute little witch. I want to put our funny little frog down here on the corner, because he's got that side eye, so he's looking at her like, you're not going to cook me, are you? All right, so we've got our cute little frog down here. Then we have our best witches. So this is that fun baker's twine I was telling you about. So I want to double loop this. And there's these little notches that are on the side, so the ribbon just sticks right in that notch. Like that. And then we'll cut. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to give it a tie just so that it kind of holds in place while I thread. So I'm going to thread this through and thread this through. Like that. And then we'll tie this in a bow. So tie it upside down. Like this. Now you have your cute little tag hanging. Like that. And then we'll fiddle part around with our ribbon. Tie, cut. All right. So we have our cute little tag. Now, if you don't want it flip-flopping around, you can put a little dimensional there if you want, but I kind of like how it's moving around. Now, let's put these iridescent bling on here. So I'm just going to use the smaller ones, and I'm going to put just 3 on here, kind of in between some of the stars, just so that there's a little sparkle on the bag. But isn't that cute? Look at it. It is so adorable. So this would be so much fun to hang it out anytime, you know, anytime. And I have the ladies that come and clean. And so don't you think that this would be cute to give them because they have the little broom on there? So, but here's the one I did earlier. I always have one that I look at, you know, before. So they're very, very similar. But so yes, so oh, thanks, Debbie. I just love them. Oh my gosh, these little witches are so cute. I almost put the little you know how I always put the gel pen. I almost put freckles on them, but then I was like, you know what? I don't think I want little freckles necessarily on my witches, so I didn't do that. But doesn't mean I won't do it another time. But I just think they turned out adorable. So so yeah, so what would you, I have seen people put bath salts, anything really, but like I said, you could slip a gift card in there as well, and then it would just be stuck in there, maybe just a gift card and one candy. You know, you don't have to put a whole bunch of candy in there if you want, but they are food, you know, food grade, and it's cellophane there, and then in the back is plain, so you can you know, if you wanted to write a note or whatever, I'd write on there first, and then you know, and then stuff it. But so thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Deborah. All right, so let me turn this so I can say see you later, alligator. So thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I know. So I totally am going to make a bunch of these, and then because you can have them all ready to go, and then you can stick whatever you want in them later. Yes, buzz you later. That's too funny, honeybee. All right, so I'm going to say see you later. Have a great weekend. I will see you Monday for my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. That's 3 o'clock Arizona time. Same time, same channel. If you have any questions or if there's ever anything you want me to show on my lives, please just let me know. I love suggestions big time. And oh, yes, enjoy your weekend too, everybody. All right, so I'm going to say see you later. Have a great weekend, and bye for now.